رحبوا معي بالسيد مانوج صاحب شركة صقر المدينة لمكافحة الحشرات. Good evening.
Good evening.
Will you tell us more about you? Who's Mr. Manoj?
Basically, I am from India. I came from this middle class agriculture family. I did my graduation in agriculture only. I did my agriculture engineering from one of our reputed colleges in Maharashtra in India. From there, I started working for some small jobs I had done. And 2001, I came to Dubai with some hope to get some good, because I heard lots of about Dubai. And then when I came Dubai, I came with just one shirt and pants. Nothing was, I didn't have anything. So after coming here, I started working for some one pest control company, and I worked there for 5 years. And I got some opportunities, and then I started my company in 2007 in Fujairah. From there, we started growing. That time, I was the only one. I was the owner. I was the engineer. I was the driver. Everything as a one-man shows. Then we increased, and now we are 10 plus companies.
Will you tell us more about your company and the story behind it? Why did you start this kind of business while you were already working with a successful company?
No, when I started working here for 5 years, I already told you I worked here 5 years. Then I see that lot of opportunity to start our own business, because I was the engineer for agriculture, this pest control company. One requires agriculture engineer who is a pass with Dubai municipality. So I already passed all the 3 exams from the Dubai municipality. Then I thought it is now the best chance to start my own company.
What was your vision since you established this company?
See, that time when I started my company, I didn't have any money. Without zero means interest, I have started a company. And from there, like the Dubai, that time Dubai was growing. It was in 2007. So that time it was enough opportunities for us to start the business. And we started at the right time. And from there we come to Dubai. Dubai started with 2008. Then Abu Dhabi 2010. Then Sharjah 2014. Russell came out 2015. Like this we started, and now we are 10 plus companies in UAE.
And will you tell me more about your specialty in education or in business?
I did my agriculture engineering. So it is agriculture. This pest control is one of the agriculture field. Means we have to control all the pests.
As we all know that UAE is one of the best places as a safe and secure
Yes.
place for business and for living.
Yes.
Advice you would like to send to people who are trying to relocate or start new business in UAE?
It's the best opportunity for all the youngsters who are coming to Dubai to start their own business, because it is very easy to get licenses. Within 10-15 minutes you can get a license. So if you want to, because this is the right time to start here, because the expo is also going on, everything is, it is a very nice place. UAE is very safe place for business, no corruption, nothing. Our sheikhs are all, rulers are very good. They encourage even Dubai municipality, we are coming under Dubai municipality, they encourage so much, very good for anybody to start his own business in UAE.
As we all know that our president, our rulers in UAE are working day and night in order to make sure that UAE is one of the most safe and secure place in the world, and to make it like a second home for everyone. A thank message you would like to send to our president, our rulers, or sheikh in UAE?
I like to thank all the sheikhs, president of this country, prime ministers, all the rulers of Dubai. Just I want to stand up and salute them.
For each and every one of us, people who are really supportive during our career life, people becomes like model. A big thank you would like to send through our TV to whom?
First of all, to my mother and fathers, still all their blessings are with me. My uncle, all my brothers, sisters, my friends, especially my friends. I was nothing. I was nothing with my friends. All my friends helped me. That's why whatever I'm there, because of them. I really thank them all.
Mr. Albert, would you tell us more about you? Who's Mr. Albert?
By the way, my name is Albert Agodera, and I came from the Philippines. Back home, I work in a flexible company in the Philippines as an accounts executive, and I handle Unilever Philippines. So basically, I work in a big company. Then when I came to Dubai last 2012, I applied because opportunities here in Dubai compared with our country, right? It has a greener pasture here in terms of income. So I decided to come in Dubai. Then I apply online. Then suddenly Mr. Manoj called me for an interview. So actually, I don't have an idea about pest control that time. That's why I have zero knowledge in pest control. But when I came, actually, it was a surprise for me, because when Mr. Manoj called me for an interview, he interviewed me at home. I was expecting pest control in Dubai is like a big company. So that's how I started here. Actually, that initially or at the beginning, I had doubt with this company, because how come I'm working here at home? So I'm not comfortable actually, but I took it like an opportunity for me, because this time this company is just started. So when this company grow, I will grow. So what I did, I suggest to Mr. Manoj, you have to take an office, so that I can work well, because if here in your flat, how can I work? So that's how it started.
Let's talk more about your job. What's your job description exactly here in this company?
Right now, I am the head of documentation. But when I came here, I was the first. Actually, I was the first employee of the office. So I did all the documentation, phone calls, quotations, everything. Whatever the job inside the office, I do.
The improvement you faced in this company since you started this business till nowadays?
Actually, it's improved a lot, because from we'll say we started from scratch. We have actually nothing from nothing to something actually. Because I came here, I'm only one in the office, and we have only 2 drivers and 4 technicians that time. Then now, you see who is Al Madeena now. It's a well-known company in pest control now. We are almost more than 60 employees now.
And let's all welcome Mr. Sanesh, the
Thank you.
executive manager in Saqer Madeena company. You're welcome, sir. Would you tell us more about you, who's Mr. Sanesh?
Hi, myself Saqer Singh from Saqer Madeena Pest Control Group. Being in Al Madeena Group, it's been an honor for a long period now. I've been in the company for past 4 years now. I'm handling the sales as well as looking over operation department. And being in the same industry from past 18 years, I've been educated well in UAE from economics background, and seeing sales and marketing my field, I got chance in Al Madeena Group to show our skills.
Let's talk more about your job in Al Madeena.
Yeah.
So what exactly do you do?
Sales and marketing is my main background, and this is what we have tried to develop as a region best service providers. And Al Madeena's main goal is to have like a client world where everyone is happy with the services, they get what they expect, and at most important is at the value which they are happy with. And seeing the region growing day by day, we are too growing it with the same.
Let's talk more about your employees. You have for sure some employees in your department. So what requirements you ask for in order to hire a new one, and what kind of follow-up you do in order to make sure that they are up to your standards?
See, being in service industry, and that also critical, which is more in hand-to-hand with Dubai municipality, and saying that okay, we require people in our company, in our organization. The first most important thing, they should be from the same field. if they are from the same field, they have some experience on hand in same country, that is very good for on behalf, especially as an individual for them. Same time it goes for the company also, because no matter how many people we have in our strength, we keep adding more people with same experience in the same industry. It makes stronger our organization more, and giving a better service towards today's market.
Let's talk more about your plan and your vision for this company.
Yes, we as a company, we are like already in 5 Emirates, well settled, well established company, well established name. We are looking that this Emirates has 7, but we are looking as in GCC as a sector to grow. We are very grateful to the rulers and to the government authorities here. They have given us ample amount of support, guidance, and they help us day to day if there is any implementation has to be done. And we always look up to them, where we can keep up with the force what is at present required in the country.
Let's talk more about the service that we provide in this great company and what makes these services different.
As per service industry related to pest control or facilities management, anything, they have number of criterias. It has to have like number of services under your portfolio. We as a company, we see ourselves as leading one of the fumigation service providers. Second part, the strongest part is like the anti-termite soil treatment, which we do. Subterranean soil treatment we do around, you can say 80 to 60% of UAE. And third part, which is the songate and bread and butter of the company, which is general pest control services. We do also have one additional treatment, heat treatment services in our hand. So if you go to any company in UAE and you try to tick off the boxes like you have this service, that service, you will find Al Madeena is only the company which has actual office in 5 Emirates. Same time, number of services provided are more than any other service provider in the industry. If you go to the oldest company in UAE, let's say any company which is like 25 years old, and you ask them, are you doing fumigation, are you doing general pest control, bird control, snake control, pest control, anything, and you will find they take 3 and 3 are left out, or they take 4, 5 are left out. Al Madeena being, with a vision of growing day by day, there are 10 boxes, so we have ticked 9. We have placed ourselves in a such position that anyone comes to us with a requirement, and we are able on first hand to fulfill that requirement. And saying that, down the line, over a decade of service and name in the industry, we are very happy where we are, and we have a vision of continuing the same for next decade. As Mr. Manoj Gaitonde said, in his vision, that I came to a UAE with empty-handed, but had a dream to reach to a second level, and I think so this is only moving forward from here, and we are all in the team to make that dream come true for him.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Okay, let's talk more about the material that you are using. Are you importing the ready material, or you have a product, the same product, or you do the combination here in UAE?
Okay, in our service or any service provided in UAE, products used are only approved by Dubai Municipality and other authorities. There is no other way or rules which we can make up for our own. If you are in UAE, you have to follow UAE guidelines, authorities guideline. Without those guideline, you cannot go. If you are going in any other way, that has to be considered as wrong way. And chemicals, yes, those are world-renowned chemical approved all over the world. Then only when it lands in UAE, it gets approved by ministry and then handed over or get distributed between the companies. It is up to us how responsible we are in using those chemical on actual field at client's place. If you don't use it, then there is no point of selling yourself as a professional, service provider. You have to find the chemical guidelines, you have to find countries guideline, you have to find authorities guideline, then only you can survive here.
where do you see this company as after 5 years? What's your vision?
Okay. As a sales and marketing manager, I have, like in 5 years, if you say, we have noticed like pandemic was the right picture to show ourselves how strong or how, weak or where we stand today. Even though the rulers and leaders have placed themselves high above the world, the standards, the way they have helped small companies, big companies, large companies, individuals. We as a company, we see that, okay, striving and thriving in the country, it's an opportunity for everyone. We want to go into a place where we stand and say that, okay, we have established ourselves in 5 Emirates. There are 2 other Emirates which need to be covered, where we are going to improve and follow the guidelines and try to get ourselves in those criteria, and we tick the last box. Okay, we are all over UAE then.
I think message you would like to send to our president and our rulers for all the efforts they are putting in order to make sure that UAE is a second home for everyone.
As a rulers, we are very, very grateful to our UAE leaders and rulers. We always look up to them wherever they have initiated their projects. We have gained something out of it. Expanding UAE means expanding your company. If you help or you have a vision to expand, you have to stay with the country's requirement today. And our rulers have made sure that this country, as a it grows day by day, every minute. And as a country, there is no place on earth, this country put itself as a safer place for a longer period, and I hope God bless them, it stays like that for longer period. Seeing the pandemic and seeing whatever circumstances you put in front of this country, it has always come on top.
شعبها وسرها واجمل تلاحم بحرها مع برها وشيوخها اللي للسحاب تجرها في حبها من حقها نرزف لها كلها نضرب بها اجمل مثل ونفلها